Have you ever stopped for a moment and wondered about the strange little rules of everyday life? Why does your phone suddenly need airplane mode when you fly? Why do dreams disappear the moment you wake up? And why do clocks move in only one direction? These things feel normal because we see them every day, but the truth behind them is actually fascinating. Let's uncover 5 everyday mysteries hiding in plain sight. The real reason airplane mode exists. You probably heard this announcement many times on a plane: please switch your devices to airplane mode. But have you ever wondered if that's just a tradition, or if it actually matters? Here's the interesting part. Your phone constantly sends and receives radio signals to communicate with cell towers. When dozens or even hundreds of phones do this inside an airplane, those signals can create interference with the aircraft's communication systems. Now here's the twist. Modern airplanes are actually designed to handle a lot of electronic interference, so your phone probably wouldn't cause a disaster. But airlines still enforce airplane mode because even small signal disruptions could make communication between pilots and air traffic control less clear. And when pilots are flying thousands of meters above the ground, even tiny distractions are not something anyone wants. 2. Why your brain erases your dreams. Almost everyone dreams every night. In fact, the average person has 4 to 6 dreams while sleeping. But when you wake up, most of them vanish almost instantly. Why? The answer lies in how your brain works during sleep. While dreaming, the part of the brain responsible for logic and memory storage, the prefrontal cortex, becomes much less active. That means your brain is creating stories, images, and emotions, but it's not properly storing them. Here's the twist. If you wake up suddenly during a dream, you're far more likely to remember it. But if you move, check your phone, or get distracted within the first minute after waking up, the dream can disappear forever. Your brain literally deletes it. 3. The mystery of unique fingerprints. Look at your fingertips for a moment. Those tiny lines and swirls might seem simple, but they are one of the most unique features in the entire human body. No 2 people on Earth share the exact same fingerprint pattern. Even identical twins, who share the same DNA, still have different fingerprints. So how is that possible? Fingerprints begin forming before birth while a baby is still in the womb. As the skin grows, tiny differences in pressure, movement, and the surrounding fluid affect how those ridges develop. Here's the surprising twist. Because these tiny environmental factors are random and constantly changing, it becomes almost impossible for 2 fingerprints to form exactly the same way. That's why fingerprints are still one of the most reliable forms of identification in the world. 4. Why mosquitoes prefer certain people. Mosquitoes actually choose their targets carefully. They detect carbon dioxide that we breathe out, body heat, and certain chemicals produced by our skin. But here's the twist most people don't know. Your blood type can also make a difference. Studies suggest that people with blood type O are bitten more often than people with other blood types. 5. Why clocks only move one direction. Take a look at any clock. The hands always move to the right. Clockwise. But who decided that direction? The answer goes back thousands of years before modern clocks existed. Ancient civilizations used sundials to measure time. These devices used the shadow of the sun moving across a flat surface. Here's the twist. In the northern hemisphere, where early sundials were invented, the sun causes shadows to move from left to right during the day. When mechanical clocks were finally invented, their designers simply copied the same movement they had always seen on sundials. And that's why today, every clock in the world still follows the same direction. It's amazing how many mysteries hide inside the things we see every single day. Airplanes, dreams, fingerprints, mosquitoes, even clocks, they all have fascinating stories behind them. Which of these facts surprised you the most?